So just before I take off my jacket, is it not the coolest thing ever?
No, it's so cute.
It's an extra large, which obviously isn't the size
No, but that's like the vibe.
Well, I wouldn't, like, yeah.
I guess you do give, like, lying back or sitting down.
Yeah, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. Also,
It's a football jacket.
it's a football jacket,
Yeah.
but it's all that they had in stock, and
no, but it
I
looks
just
like
feel
you're wearing,
so
like,
cool.
your boyfriend's varsity jacket. Like, that is the vibe.
Joe's on the Eagles.
Like, that's what it
Okay,
is.
well, I feel so cool. Thank you, Kristen Juszczyk and Off Season Brand, for sending it to me.
Are we going?
Yeah, we've been going.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Man, I don't care. We have a live audience today. Our
sure
cousins,
do.
well, they're not going to hear you, but our cousins Maren and Carly are here watching. Yeah, I just feel really
it's so
special,
cool.
really cool, very just, I'm loving the resurgence of like sports gear in fashion right now because it's very my vibe. Also, so many people are messaging me like, oh my God, Paige DeSorbo, because she wore it too.
Yes.
I know. I am wearing it because by the time this episode comes out, I will have gone.
Drum roll.
Drum roll, please. People were like, oh my God, you were going on Kylie's podcast. No, one day. But I'm going to the Friends and Family, no big deal, taping for the Jason Kelsey late night show. And I'm so pumped.
It's
I mean,
gonna
I
be
have
so
no idea
fun.
what is in store for
Yeah,
me.
like what it's going to entail.
I'm bringing Joe. So, like, major bonus
Yeah.
points for me as wife.
Props.
And obviously, it's going to be exciting because they won last weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Praise the Lord, when this episode comes out, they will have won this weekend, and we're Super Bowl bound. Knock on wood.
Let's hope.
But yeah, okay.
And then do you think you'll go?
Joe and I will go if they make it to the Super Bowl. Yes, we will find a way to go.
Wow.
We have to. We're their good luck charm.
I know that is true.
Like, we were there the one Super Bowl they won, and if it's
I would love to
against the Chiefs again, I have to redeem myself because Joe still blames me for their loss 2 years ago because I turned the temperature down in the house with like 10 minutes left, and then they lost.
go.
Literally, he goes, "Did you touch the radiator?" And I was like, "What?" He's like, "Did you touch the thermostat?" I was like, "Yeah, it was really
Boys are
hot."
sick.
And he's like, "When did you do that?" And I'm like, "I didn't literally like put a spell on the Eagles, okay? Like, this isn't my fault."
Like the temperature.
No, but
in
that's
your
so on
house-
brand for him.
Yes, that is true.
So anyway, yes, we will find a way. I mean, look, if they make it to Super Bowl, you better believe I'm pimping myself out to brands.
I mean, yeah, I
Pimping,
would
pimping,
also
pimping.
love to go,
I mean, love ya.
but not gonna happen.
I doubt if I get
No,
pimped out,
I
I don't see
know.
myself bringing +2. But if you want to
I'm
buy a
just
ticket with us, if
saying.
that's the route we go, then obviously
Just
come.
saying that would be really cool.
All right, so that was my first announcement.
Second announcement.
Second announcement: if you're not watching YouTube, why not get on YouTube? No, I'm wearing new merch
She's wearing a really cool
that's coming
Eagles
out.
jacket, and now she's taking it off to reveal her new merch.
I'm not gonna lie, I did feel like kind of insane wearing this on NJ Transit at 7:30 in the morning, commuting with all of the suburban people into New York.
No, but it's like
Yeah, but it's one thing to be in Philly,
sure.
and also like that train is so like business. Like, we are getting here for like
I guess you are
8:20.
in New York. I wore an Eagles
don't
hat.
care.
No.
Yeah.
But I'm saying like there's not many Eagles fans. There are.
There
but, like,
are, but obviously
majority
is Giants.
The other day I wore an Eagles hat to the grocery store,
Yeah.
and a worker at the grocery store looked at my hat and said, "Are you trying to get yourself killed?" And
Fuck.
I was like, "Oh, okay."
What grocery store were you at?
Gourmet Garage.
Wait, also, like, not. This is actually something I feel pretty
No,
passionately about. Giants fans are such corporate fair weather fans. Like, they don't actually care about the Eagles. If you were to wear a Giants hat in Philly, yeah, like,
Yeah.
are you trying to get yourself killed?
Yeah.
New York, get a grip.
No, I was so afraid. I was just like,
Did
okay.
he laugh? Was it a man? Also, you
It
can
was a
tell
man.
Carly she can come in if she wants. If I'm worried she's gonna get nervous, I could see her being outside and not opening that door
Because
and like
she's-
never coming back in because she's too nervous. It's a pull. Just tell her whenever she wants to come back in.
No, I was like, it like
Did they
didn't
laugh?
Really, no, it was like kind of deadpan. So they
That's
were
weird.
joking, but I felt so uncomfortable. I was just like, whoa, don't
No.
say that to me.
Don't say that.
Like, what are we doing here? Anyway, new merch.
Oh, new merch. Sorry. Yeah. So, you know, quiet your mind. How cute is this? I was embroidered.
Really cute.
We
Sounds like
have
you need to quiet your mind.
what?
Tyler's text.
Oh, oh,
You need to post
add
that.
that. Okay. So the goal is obviously to like turn this into more of like a brand and stuff. And I
Yeah.
have so many ideas of what we want to do, whether it's like a phone case with certain imagery, a Kindle cover, merch,
Cute.
hats. So
Love.
this is our first one. We're taking the I Am Loved design. It's embroidered, Quiet Your Mind on the sleeve. And then
I was gonna say, what's the back?
imagery is on the back.
So cute.
The
Love.
imagery is on the back from the I Am Loved design, because this was definitely a fan favorite. The I Am
Yeah.
Loved, like everyone,
I was gonna
a lot of
say,
people that tag
I
me in their
recognize.
imagery, it's them drawing I Am Loved. It's one of
Mhm.
my favorites. So, yes.
Did you make T-shirts with that design or no?
No, remember I texted our group
'Cause I
chat
remember.
we were going to. So this we're trying to figure out for a Valentine's Day
Got it.
drop. So maybe it's
love.
dropped by the time this episode comes out. Maybe it hasn't. I honestly don't know. But
Well,
this is kind of.
I feel like it should.
I think it's February 1st we were going to drop it. So you can get it on down. We're doing a very limited edition.
Okay, great, cool. Love
We're
it.
testing the waters.
Yeah.
I have
sure.
a notes app. I came very prepared today.
Do we?
All I
do we
see is
wanna-
Joe's text, deep breaths, because I said I hate myself.
I was gonna say, are we gonna broach the topic of what happened this?
I really fucked up. Okay. I own it. I hate myself more than anyone could hate me in this room. I thought that we were at our Midtown studio, and we're trying to navigate Hannah Montana's schedule over here because she has a full-time corporate job. So I have to be at her mercy of her schedule. So we're here at the ass crack of dawn on a Friday, which I never come into the city on. And I went ahead. I like moved the recording up. I was like, we are going to make this work, Luce. Oh, wait. Okay, well, I'll get to that. And I thought we were at Midtown. I send everyone there, including our live audience of our cousins. And I realized that we're not there. So everyone sprints to Soho. And yeah,
Well, the best part is
It's
that
my fault.
I get in the Uber. I'm in the Uber so early because I'm like, okay, I'm not going to be the reason that we're late and we have to like start late because she's being accommodating to me. So I get in the Uber and I'm about to go down Bleecker to go to Soho. And then I was like, wait, what if I have the wrong address? I don't know why, because why would we have the wrong address? But I checked. And I was
what
like,
did you
oh my
check?
God,
Our group chat?
texts.
Not our calendar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
See, you really could have saved the day.
I know. Well, you also could have saved the day, but sure.
I
And
could have not ruined it.
so then I text the group and I was like, oh my God, I almost just went to the Soho location. Thank God I didn't on my way uptown.
And see, I didn't
But she
see
was on the
that
train,
because
so
I
I
was
just-
stuck in the tunnel.
Too many things went wrong.
And if I had seen that, maybe I would have looked.
Yep.
But I didn't.
Nope.
So my bad to
Anyway,
everyone
we're here.
involved.
We're here.
Wait, do you want to share that you kind of have a calendar now?
Oh, yeah.
Lucy dropped this bomb at our sister dinner with Kelly, Grace May, and her sister Morgan,
Yes.
who people
Great
actually
dinner.
think were sisters.
Great dinner. Great sister banter.
Did you see the comments
Yeah.
of people being like, "Wait, I'm so confused. There are actually 4 of you."
Yeah.
Great dinner.
No, okay, so Tyler has been complaining
Rightfully so.
that he is the calendar holder. Not he's not really complaining about that. It's more so that like I have appointments and things and he keeps asking me what they are and when they are. And
then you
he's
get
like,
annoyed.
just add it to our shared calendar. And I'm
Yeah.
like, well, we don't have one. And he's like, well, then make one. But for example, like I'm getting my eyelashes done or I have a dinner with friends or nails done, whatever. And he's like, oh, like, let's watch a movie tonight or like, what are we doing for dinner tonight? Whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm not here. And I have to keep reminding him. So he's just
the boy
like,
just wants to be included.
come on. So I did this thing where I added all of my future appointments, also just with wedding stuff. Like, it's a lot. So I added everything to my iPhone calendar in hopes that I could share it with him and be like super.
You can.
No. It was not working. We have tried so many times
Is this because you
to
don't?
merge them.
Is this because you're not on the cloud?
No, but I am on the cloud. I think
You
it's
finally
there's
joined.
something wrong. I don't know what it is, but there's something wrong.
The
He's
world is like,
trying.
I don't want you to have a
I shouldn't have
calendar.
a
You're not a
calendar.
calendar girly.
It's just not helpful.
But
But I do like now having it on my home screen. So like
I don't even have that.
I can see what's coming up. Haircut.
Wow. I'm
kinda
proud of you.
nice.
Speaking of haircuts, I did in fact get my haircut, and I feel like we look more like each other than ever
I know. And I wish I was getting my haircut
before
before
this.
this so that we could have the same
Me too.
haircut.
Wait,
But-
should I read the Tyler text?
Oh yeah.
Do you think it's
need
funny
to-
enough?
Well, you can just like talk that. you
Well,
did
there's
the
basically
trend.
this trend that's like text your siblings, significant other, as if you're just like keeping them up with your day. And so I literally just start texting him, and I'm like, I'm so tired. And like, I would love to know what he was saying, because he's like, I'm sorry to hear that. Same. And I'm like, what should I make for dinner? And he's giving me ideas. I'm like, oh, but I have to go to Brooklyn tomorrow. I got to figure out if I want to train or drive. Like, I still have to work tonight. And then the next morning, I'm like, I just recorded an episode with Joe. He did so well. Did you watch a movie tonight? Like,
No, he was
and
like,
then sending him text updates the next morning of like what I'm doing.
he was shaking in his boots.
What was he
literally-
saying to you?
He was like, why is Cammy texting me? I'm so confused. And he's like,
Because like obviously
I'm
we
about
text,
to
but I don't
send-
text like
was
that.
like, I'm about to send Joe's contact, and that's it. And just be like, I think this is who you
Go
meant to
bother
send.
your husband.
Then like they're going back and forth. He's literally like, I feel like I'm cheating on you. Like I feel like I'm texting another girl, like trying to think of what to say. Because like you would
That's
text
so
it, and he's like,
funny.
I literally feel like I'm making small talk with like a girl that
Yeah.
I'm like, it was just so good. So then I did the same, but he was freaking out. He was just like, what's going on? Like there has to be an underlying meeting. Like there's no way she's just texting
It was
me
just
these
so
updates.
random.
But it's just so classic Tyler to like overthink
Yes,
the
and
situation.
this response is so classic Joe.
So then I text Joe. I go, just went dress shopping with Maddie. He goes, I really can't imagine a world where this was meant for me. I go, it was. What are you guys doing this weekend? He goes, what is happening? I go, a girl can't have a conversation with the Reverend? He goes, I can't figure out what the angle is here, but there's something happening.
Wait, speaking of
And
which,
then he just,
stop dancing.
yeah.
Did you listen to his episode? Because when I said
did.
fatherhood, he's like,
Yeah,
oh, you
a
mean, I'm like, are you
classic.
fucking kidding? All right, wait, a few other housekeeping things I wanted to talk about. I feel like we should talk about the fact that like I met Ashley Tisdale, because that was really cool.
So cool.
But also that I fangirled over Jake Shane and introduced myself.
Also so
Did
cool.
I tell you this story?
You texted it to me.
Well, I'll explain it for everyone else, because I think it was pretty funny, of just an experience where I'm out to lunch and Emily and I are eating, Emily DiDonato, and we're eating and we're like chit-chatting. I'm like, oh my God, that's Jake Shane. And she's like, who is Jake Shane? And I tell her, and I was like, I kind of feel like I need to say hi. And she looks at me and she's like, you're not really going to do this, are you? And I was like, I know that you're a celebrity,
Yeah.
but like, yeah, I am going to do this.
Yeah.
And she's like, what the fuck are you going to say? And it was this kismet thing where like he talks so much about mental health, and I had an extra copy of the journal because I forgot to give it to Nell when I was with her.
Mm-hmm.
I never have like a rogue extra unused
Yeah.
journal in my bag, which I know I always should according to my manager. And I was like, you know what, Emily, if Sydney were here, our manager, she would scream at me if I didn't do this.
Mm-hmm.
So I waited for Emily to go to the bathroom, and then I ran over to the table because I didn't want her to watch me, because I felt like
You'd be like,
judged.
oh, yeah.
Not judged. I love Emily. She's one of my best
You
friends.
just feel like you're being like watched.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I walk up and I'm like, hi.
Yeah.
I did the octopusy like hands or whatever, and he was so sweet. And then we have a mutual friend, so I did
Yeah.
tell him we had a mutual friend, and then he was like, oh my God, let's get a picture and send it to her. So we did, but he was really, really nice. I'm happy to report that, as was Ashley Tisdale. I don't think
So
I told
cool.
you this. I had gone to the Bluey experience the day prior
Yes.
with my toddler and my best friend and her son.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like talking, it comes up that Ashley's daughter had just been at the Bluey experience.
Yes.
And I'm like, no way. Like, when? And she's like, yesterday. And I was like, that's when I was there. What time?
Yeah.
What does your daughter look like? Her daughter and I were in the same happenstance 45-minute window.
That's so weird.
Of all, you have to sign up for a legitimate 45-minute window.
Yeah.
So her daughter, her other child, her husband, and her mother were all there with me. Her kid is in the background of every single video I have of my child. Like every picture, her daughter's in the background. I'm chatting with her husband afterwards when we're all buying stuff,
Yeah.
because he was like, you can buy 3 things. And I was like, do not say that loud. Like,
Yeah.
I give her one kid thing rule. Just such a fucking small
Like,
world.
it's so funny. Like, what are the chances?
But those
of
were my
that?
housekeeping things.
Okay, great. Love it.
One other, you know what? I think we just need to like get into the mushroom journey,
Yeah.
because your mind's about to be blown.
Oh God.
Well,
I know
I'm
you haven't
so
even
excited.
said anything.
I haven't
about
said
it.
anything because I wanted to share it real time with you.
Yeah.
Basically, I know we talked about this in our. Oh wait, I'm really sorry. I'm all over the place. There's a lot of energy happening today.
Okay.
We need to announce that every last Friday of the month, you are an official guest.
Oh. Yeah.
Yeah! Thank you for the cheers from the live audience. No, but I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Hence why we had to do this recording today, and it was madness. Okay.
Crazy.
So bonus episode last Friday of every month. Lucille Roberts is here.
Yeah. Cool.
That's not actually her name, but I feel like everyone should know that. I did the experience.
Yes.
So I wrote a Substack on it because like I'm trying to figure out how much I want to share, and I was nervous sharing on social media because I don't want to get like blocked or whatever,
Yeah.
shadow banned. But I feel safe here.
You're real peeps.
Basically, my 2 girlfriends and I did this like sound bath meditation experience where you take 3.5 grams of psilocybin, so magic mushrooms, and then a clinical dose. It's a small dose of MDMA. And you have a blindfold on,
crazy.
and you were on a 6-hour meditation journey.
To me, first of all, 6 hours of just being in a room,
Time was
with
so warped.
other people.
Well, I was actually there for 10 hours.
No, that's
6 hours I was in it.
right. That like, what? How do you do that?
Well, you
Did
have
it not make it like you?
you
Didn't feel
literally have no
anxious?
concept of where. Okay, when you get there, he does like this
How
talk.
many other people are you with?
Maybe 20 some.
No.
It is the widest range of people. People like maybe kind of our vibe. A 70, 80-year-old couple. This like group
Love
of like
that.
men in their 40s. Like it was all over the place.
Yeah.
A few couples, a few people in the room. And you basically set up, you have like all the things that you're supposed to bring, like a mattress, a blanket, a pillow, whatever. You
Okay.
listen to his speech. Then you do the first dose.
Okay.
Then you like go into this like sound bath, which is like you're doing breath work and chants kind of to like tap into, I guess, like
Yeah.
your inner, I don't know, you're tapping into something.
At any point, are you like looking at yourself, like
How the fuck did I get here?
yeah, and like laughing?
Oh, Lucy, I cannot wait to explain this to you. Absolutely, I am. How the F did I get here? Like at one point, my girlfriends and I turned around to each other. We're just 3 moms who
Yeah,
like
like,
asked
what's
our
happening?
husbands to take care of their children so we could go like, this isn't what we did it for, but do drugs and like
Yeah.
meditate. It was really for like inner healing and like
Yes.
working through some shit. But
Which also like this happened what, a month ago? 3 weeks?
no, 2 weeks.
2 weeks?
Yeah.
Okay. And we have not talked
Because I
about
wanted your live
this.
reaction.
I know.
So I was very like intentional, obviously.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to do this for 4 years of like what I wanted to work through. I had a whole list. I brought my journal with me to review beforehand, whatever. So you go in, you put them at, you go in as you take your
I also want
dose.
to talk about mom. I just want to make a mental note. But
Okay.
Yes.
Obviously. You take a dose and you enter this like experience with
Sure.
your eye mask on, and they're doing the sound bath and all of that stuff. And at one point, like with the breath work and stuff, my body was experiencing these like chills and heat flashes and cold. Like it was crazy. And then the drugs kind of start to hit.
Okay.
And I just want to jump ahead for 1 second. I did not plan on doing this, but I end up journaling throughout this process. I end up taking off my eye mask and just like writing shit down.
Wait, so are you supposed to be in your eye mask?
You're supposed to
the
keep your eye
whole
mask on, but
time?
obviously you can take it off if you need water, you want to go to the
Sure.
bathroom, whatever.
Yeah.
I was taking it off because I was journaling. I happened to be in the corner, which I really liked, so I was like curled up against the wall journaling.
Nice.
Honestly, I was, as my energy healer told me after I explained this to her, I was downloading and channeling because I could not tell you what I was writing. You know when you write and like you're obviously thinking about it as you're writing?
I don't.
Have you ever put a pen to a paper?
Oh, okay, yeah, but like I'm not like writing.
If
Sure.
you're writing a
I
card,
don't
like,
journal.
okay, but like when you write anything,
Sure. Yes.
you're aware of what you're writing.
Yeah, I write it out in my notes app before I write a card.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Lucy, what do you mean?
Yeah.
You guys, what do you mean? Carly, you too. What?
Yeah.
You will write something in your notes app before you write it on a card.
Yeah, I gotta make sure it's like good, and I'm not. I
You're
can't
kidding.
just freeball it, or else there's gonna be like mistakes.
Write it out so that
No.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh my
And how
God.
much space you
Like,
have?
what
Yeah.
about, like, what type of cards are we talking about that you're doing this for?
like a thank you card, a birthday card, a
What about for, like, please don't tell me you did not do this for, like, tipping your Christmas doormat.
yeah, I have a template.
Oh my God.
But I have a template and I write the same exact thing. But that's also just so I remember what I wrote like this year over year. But yeah.
I'm deceased.
like in my notes, like you probably
I'm
Yeah.
deceased. Okay. Anywho, so you know what you're thinking when you're writing.
Sure.
This experience, I had no idea what words were going on the paper. None. Words were literally flowing out of my hand, and it was just insane. I have 8 pages from this day
Wow.
that I had to go back and read because I was like, "What the fuck did I
What
write?"
did you?
Okay, we'll get into it. So basically, the journey.
Your handwriting.
I know,
So
and this
nice.
is on drugs. The journey that it took me on was, in the beginning, I was definitely releasing things that I wanted to work on. Like, I really wanted to release the, like, fact that I care about people judging me, or I worry about it in this industry, or, like, I feel like I have to please everyone. I'm so fucking done with that. And then also, like, personal stuff that I'm not going to get into, but I just worked through a lot of the things in the beginning that I was, like, hoping to.
Yeah.
And it was so, at that moment, kind of surface level. I didn't realize how deep I was about to go. But I remember being like, wow, this is very healing. Then I hit the stage of expansive euphoria, where I have never in my life felt joy like this. And, like, I understand why people do drugs, okay? Like, I could not tap into the concept of sadness. Like, in my journal, I'm like, there's no way I've ever felt sad. Like, what is sadness? There's no way.
So, like, in this moment, though, you are just all sitting in the room, like, just sitting. No one
You're
is...
lying down.
Are people talking to each
No,
other?
no.
not
You
allowed.
don't talk to each other. You're really not supposed to touch each other either.
Wow. Okay. So
And
you're just, like, really with your
yeah.
own. Okay.
But I just remember, like, having my eye mask on and just feeling so, like, free. It was freedom. It was true euphoria of, like, happiness and joy, and, like, I can't even contemplate that sadness exists in this world, or that it's an emotion I ever felt.
Wow.
So
Okay.
drugs. Then I had these, like, weird, like, seeing the future of my children. That was crazy. Like, I saw my oldest giving, like, an Oscars acceptance.
I can't. I literally cannot. The peanut gallery over there.
And my second was in an
Sure.
NBA game.
Oh my
And
god.
then I had
I can't.
and then I had things about a third. I can't. Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. Really good for you.
What?
She said you have really high achieving kids.
Oh. No, it was, yeah, no, but honestly, like, I could see it
Okay,
happen.
momager.
Okay, then I was also
So
having
Chris.
these moments where, like, I realized before the sadness, I realized I was upset with myself over something I had done or made someone feel. And I felt my face, like, frown. And I was like, and I have eye mask on, so I'm touching my face. I'm like, is that my face making that, like, emotion? Like, then I start to feel, like, disconnected. You truly, like, remove yourself from your identity in a way that's so hard to explain, where I could not comprehend exactly what was reality and what wasn't. And I was so far removed from my life that I was looking at my life from an outer, like, more experienced wisdom, I don't know, self, laughing, hysterically laughing, like, out loud laughing so hard
No.
about the fact that I care about,
Is
like,
that allowed?
how many people follow me
Yeah.
or, like, listen to a podcast. And I was like, there's no way that is what I worry about. Like, there's simply no way.
Yeah.
Yes, you're allowed to laugh. Like, my friend was hysterical at some point of her journey.
But is that then
You don't
doing
really
something to
hear
you, or
no,
you're
you don't
not?
really hear, like, I kind of was aware of what my two girlfriends were doing, because
Yeah.
I was, like, in and out of
Wanna
taking my
make sure
mask
they
on to
were having fun.
journaling. Yeah, and, like, I won't get into my friends' experiences, but yeah, like, we were aware of each other.
Okay.
But, like, not really anyone else. I was aware of one girl in, like, the far corner who was, like, feeling like she was climbing up a wall, but, like, no one else. Okay, so then at one point you start, like, you're kind of, like, harmonizing, like, singing, chanting in a way. And I kind of am, like, singing a lullaby, and I think this is what then, like, taps me into, like, this, like, inner child. So you take your second dose, the booster, and I had a moment where I realized, like, I am on drugs.
Yeah.
And there was a small moment where I was a little afraid, like, was I supposed to take all of those drugs? And so I call a guide over, and I'm like, hey, ma'am. She's like, yes. I was like, was I supposed to finish the 10? Like, kind of panicking a little bit. And she was like, right now? And I was like, no. Like, when they told us to. And she was like, yes, like, you're safe. You're okay.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. And then I let myself, like, really get into it. And then I entered.
I wonder if anybody had, like, a bad trip.
Yes.
Oh, you know.
Yeah, but that's not my journey to share.
Sure.
Some will say there's no such thing as a bad trip. You always learn something.
Okay.
But I can just share my experience publicly. So I enter this world where I did not expect to go in and, like, learn about any, like, inner child shit or work through inner child shit. I turn into a baby.
No.
I have the blanket over my head. I'm cuddling a pillow and I'm sucking my thumb.
No. No. I wish.
No, I'm
I
fully
wish we had
sucking
eyes
my
on that.
thumb. I'm fully sucking my thumb. And it's so funny, but it's actually so not in my therapy, but I'll laugh at it here. I'm
The
fully
level
sucking.
of ick that I have right now.
Like, so valid. So valid. I'm sucking my thumb. And all that's coming to me is mommy.
No.
Oh, yeah. Lucy, I have 3 pages in this journal. That
Just
is
mommy.
mommy.
No, I'm scared.
No, I know it's like so not it's so not funny. My therapist is going to be so mad if she hears this because it's not funny.
Have you talked to her about
Duh.
it? Oh, okay.
You think
thought
I
you meant,
haven't?
like,
Bitch, she was the
Wait.
first person I called. No, I patiently waited for our session because I respect her boundaries. No,
you text her.
Lucy gets mad at me because I text my therapist. But I text her knowing she does not need to respond, and she's aware of it. And I told her that you think it's inappropriate. And she said, if I had bad boundaries, it would be inappropriate. But the fact that I have good boundaries and I don't respond to you until we talk about it in your
Okay.
session, it's an agreement that we have. Okay.
I'm glad that she
I am still trying to figure out what this all means. And I'm working on it with my therapist and my energy healer. But yeah, I just felt this, and this is why it's not funny. I felt really like unsafe and scared. And like I wanted mommy's love and care.
Mommy. The fact that you're
I mean,
mommy.
It's a lot of mommy. Am I enough? Am I safe? Pay attention to me.
Oh my God.
But it was, yeah. I don't know.
As if you're not, like, you weren't always
What?
the star child of getting attention. Like, what?
Oh, you think?
Like,
Too stunned to speak.
Right. Carly's too stunned to speak.
Did you tell Cindy about this?
I did tell my mom about this. We haven't like fully unpacked it. She took notes when I told her because she wanted to tell dad everything. So she was taking all these notes. She was kind of like, what do I do with this information? Like,
yeah.
do I change? Did I do something wrong? She did nothing wrong. I'm just trying to figure out what it all means for me.
Totally. That is just
So-
interesting that that's where you went to. Like,
I never thought I was going to go there. It's literally pages of this. So clearly I have some
but
shit
just,
to work
I'm
through.
just saying, considering growing up, you were the favorite. So that's interesting that,
Yeah.
I mean, right.
Okay, they're busy taking pictures. Yes. But also,
Like,
as I talked to my therapist about this, because I was like, do you think this was like 9/11 trauma? The whole like, am I safe thing?
sure.
And she said no, because you're not sucking your thumb at 10, which is how old I was.
Yeah.
So she's like, this is like baby shit.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm going to also spin this. And my therapist was like, stop trying to analyze everything. Just like focus on like the emotion and like what it actually makes you feel, which like I'd rather not get into here because like, I'm not trying to be a downer. The analyzation aspect of it, part of me, and this is really interesting because it's like you're so far removed from your identity in these moments that part of me was like, I felt like myself, but then I also was looking for myself as the mom to comfort me. So it almost felt like my children.
Like, you were your child.
Yes. Like I was my children looking for me as the mother to comfort.
Okay.
So it was very confusing. There also was this moment
Meta.
where like, I don't know if I was like me, mom, or Nana, where I was like, something else I wanted to work on is like my inner critical voice towards myself and others.
Okay.
Because I think we can, all 4 of us agree, we grew up in a very critical family. And I had this moment where I was like, of course I think the way I think. Like, look at what we heard growing up.
Yes.
And then I'm like, but poor mom. Of course she thinks the way she thinks. Look at what she
Totally.
heard growing up. And then I'm like, so is it all Nana's fault? And then I got really upset because I was like, I don't want it to be Nana's fault. I love Nana. And then I was like, wait, what if it's no one's fault?
Yeah.
Like, no one has to be at fault. It's unfortunately just the reality of like,
Well, she also
grew up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, I let go of this, like, someone needs to be
That's
blamed.
that generational trauma.
It's generational trauma. But I let go of someone needs to be blamed and instead just like have empathy for people.
yeah.
So that was a real great takeaway.
That's good.
So that was my journey. I'm still trying to figure it out. If you think you have the ick, try me coming home and telling my husband that I was hiding under a
what
blanket
did he
sucking my
say
thumb.
to that?
He looked at me like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I would pay to see Joe's reaction. To
Well,
that.
honestly, we came home and like I got so thrown into like as I walked in the door 10 minutes later, I had to take our toddler to a 5th birthday party. So like quite the
let's
re-entry.
also just
Yeah.
know that this was the next day.
Oh gosh,
You're,
yeah. I
like-
slept at our parents' apartment.
You're like,
yeah. Sorry,
I got home from
Sorry,
a 10-hour trip.
Sorry.
And went to a
No,
birthday
I didn't get
party.
home to mom and dad's, and they weren't there until like midnight.
Yeah.
I went to bed at 1. It was a wild night for me.
Yeah.
Then I went to a birthday party the next day, and while I was there, then Joe went to his parents. So like, whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm still figuring out what it means. But it was a ride. It was a journey. It was incredibly healing and expansive.
Insane. Wow.
And what
I'm
would
so
you want?
happy for you.
Thank you.
And I don't see that in my future, but I'm really happy
So
that
fair.
you enjoyed it.
What did you want to say about mom?
Oh, well, she did not want you to do this.
No shit. I had an argument with her about this in Florida around something she did with our toddler. But like, this is something I so consciously try not to do as a mother, is put my anxiety on my children.
Yeah.
And I get that she has anxiety,
Yeah.
100%.
It
But
is
she
very
throws
much.
it on me. And I'm like, I'm not anxious about this. Don't try to make me.
Don't give me a bad trip.
And she also was texting me like that night. I texted her like, okay, I got your apartment. She's like, I need you to call me right now. And I was like, what is the matter? And she's like, nothing. I just want to hear about it. I'm like, no, this is not how I'm re-entering the world. Speaking of her, she sends me the most insane reels. Is she all up in your DM sending you reels?
Always. She said no, but they're all
The
wedding
range.
related, and it's mostly first dances where they're doing the most insane choreography. She sent me one where the guy like lifts the girl up and like spins her around his head, and I'm like, in what world? Completely serious.
She sends
She's
me
like, you
ones.
guys should try this.
I can't.
And I'm like, in what world are we doing this?
What is her algorithm? Because she'll send me ones that
Yeah.
range from this is how you know your child's a genius to your child is dying and this is how you should respond. And I'm like, I don't want any of this. And then she sent me one the other day, obviously meant for you, being like, the youngest child is the backbone of our family. Don't ever forget how strong you are. And I'm like, wrong fucking
You go
kid.
wrong child. And then she did end up sending it to me. Or it's just like dresses that people should wear for the wedding, like after party
It's
outfits, wedding things. No, but they're really actually a lot of them I'm
Into?
liking a lot. Some of them are like a bit chuggy
yes.
or like I'm not gonna wear
No. Those tights. Wait, can I actually pull up this TikTok? I want to read you some of these things. I saw this TikTok that was like, tell me the most powerful thing you've ever heard a woman say. And the comments are so amazing. Can I read you some of them?
Oh yeah, I've seen this.
Okay, ready?
TikTok. Yeah,
It ran in the family until it ran into me.
I know. I read that one.
Love that
Loved
one.
it.
Carly, I feel like you would like that one. This is for anyone dating. Did you actually have fun on the date or were you fun and he was just there? Yeah. This is from some therapist. You don't have to participate in every sad feeling offered to you. I loved that one. And then also, I won't come down from the top shelf just so you can reach me. I really like that one.
Really good stuff.
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Speaking of TikTok, I thought my life was over with this TikTok ban.
Oh. Yeah, you saw way more than me.
No,
And
I
it's my
was down
Part
bad.
of my job.
Well, first of all,
Down bad, crying at the gym.
I also had food poisoning or neurovirus that weekend. So
Yes.
last weekend. So I was down bad for those reasons too. Like throwing up every hour on the hour, 1
Horrid.
a.m. to 7 a.m.
Horrid.
So then all I wanted to do was like lay in bed and watch TikTok, and I was like so afraid that it was just going to be pulled right.
Well,
out from
wasn't
under
it?
me. It was Sunday night,
Oh.
taken away.
Yeah.
And then I was one of the first ones to get it back on Monday.
They treated
they
they treated
knew.
your loyalty.
No,
they
they
said, "Girl, you spend 10 hours a day on this app. Let us give it back to you." How many hours do you spend?
10 hours.
Lucy, no, you don't. Lucy, no, you don't.
You know, I looked
Let me see
the
your phone.
week that we were in Florida. That average.
If that's true, I actually think I need to take your phone away from you.
what, 10 hours?
That's literally 90% of your awake hours.
No, not a day.
Oh.
Oh, no, yeah. Yes, sorry. No. No, actually, this can't be possible.
It can't be 10 hours, Lucy. I just want to make that very clear.
Hold on, because I texted
It cannot be 10 hours. And
texted
you should never tell that to your boss.
Steph and Jane. No. It's not 10 hours. It was a weekly my weekly screen time when we were in Florida was on TikTok was 23 hours and 8 minutes with a daily average of 3 hours and 18 minutes.
That's like, you lost a full day in 1 week to TikTok. Does that not make you realize I need to get the fuck off this app?
So bad.
That's horrible.
No, it's really helpful for wedding planning and a lot of other stuff and food and
Not
I think
a
lot
day's
of it
worth.
is not good for me, obviously. Okay, well that's not normal. Normally
But this is
it's
what
like
shocks me
12.
about you. You're able to consume all of that and just not be anxious.
Yeah.
Even in today's world. You don't feel like the world is burning when you open these apps?
Well, of course I do, but for me, part of it is like an escape.
See, I
But then
feel
my
my TikTok
algorithm does have
algorithm
it.
is
So
so
then I'm like-
filled with like what's happening. That's not an escape. It's a reminder of we live in a
No, that
fucking
is
dumpster
true.
fire.
That's true.
Um,
That is
did you
true.
prepare in the way that I asked you to?
with people?
Yeah.
I wrote down 3 names, but it was really hard.
Okay, let's put our live audience to work. Wow,
But
you guys
this
tapped
is-
in real fast.
So not fun. They also need to leave soon.
Okay,
But that's
wait.
also so not fun for the listeners, I feel like.
Yeah, it is because we're gonna show it.
What?
I'll cut this. Listen. Cut. Hold on. We constantly are joking that I don't know celebrities' names. So we do this in our group chat sometimes where they will send an image of a celebrity and I have no contact and I have to say their name. And so we've always said that
Do
we're
you
going to.
realize that you just said cut?
Well, I was saying cut before.
Okay.
I do this. I don't know what I'm cutting. And I said that I wouldn't do this on the show. So if you're watching on YouTube, the image will be shown. If you're not, I'm going to close my ears and Lucy's going to whisper the person into the microphone first.
smart,
Okay?
smart.
So tell me when you're ready. Yes. She'll whisper it. Tell me when you're ready, Lucy. Okay. Miles Teller. Did you do it?
Yeah, but I don't know if
Okay.
that was loud enough.
Miles Teller. Wow. He's an Eagles fan. And I even know his wife is Kylie. Kaylee. Something. What is it?
Can you see that bottom? Okay.
Austin Butler. Never seen that person in my life. Who is that? That's not a celebrity.
Austin Butler.
Who's Austin Butler?
Elvis.
Oh.
Okay,
I
this
didn't see Elvis.
This one I feel like you're going to get.
Okay. Margot Robbie.
Okay. I feel like also
I'm doing so well.
That's a
Okay.
good one, Carly.
Are you saying it?
Dylan O'Brien. Can you hear this?
I can't.
There's no
Never
way
seen
you-
that person in my life. Who is it?
Dylan O'Brien.
Who's Dylan O'Brien? You have to give context. Who are these people?
Actors.
What's he in?
What's it
All Too Well
called?
music video? Well, first of all, how would I even know that person's
What's
name
that
if he's in a
vampire
music
show?
video? Vampire Diaries?
No.
Wait, you have to say who this is. So
Oh.
hold on.
Bowen Yang. Teen Wolf.
Who is that? Never seen that person either.
What?
Who is that?
That's first of all, you saw Wicked.
No, I haven't.
Oh. Okay.
Crime.
You know, I actually went to watch it the other day and I had to
Yes,
buy it.
Maren.
And I'm not. I'm waiting for it to be streamed. You know, I saw Wicked on Broadway and I slept the whole time.
I've seen Wicked on Broadway so many times, and that is the best Broadway show ever. Okay.
When? With who? Okay. Glenn Powell. Oh, he's in everything. I want to say Glennon Doyle, but I know that's a woman. What the fuck is his name?
Close.
What is his name? Glennon Smith. Glennon something. Glenn. What the fuck is his name? No, he was in every possible movie made in the past year. What's his name?
Glenn Powell.
Glenn Powell. Okay.
There's no way that Maren, this one,
Okay.
I don't even know her. Oh, I have a good one. Sabrina Carpenter.
No way.
I reckon it's her hair.
What?
Because I feel like people want that haircut. Who is it?
Singer.
Hannah Montana. No, I'm kidding.
Sabrina Carpenter.
Oh. But what? I know that name, but can someone give me a song?
Espresso.
Like, please, please, please.
Oh, please, please. Guys, doesn't make a difference.
Charlie XCX. Okay, last one. There's no way.
Never in my life have seen that person.
Charlie XCX.
Oh. Okay, well, I know who that is. That song that I can't think of right now. That was everywhere. What was the song? That was the dance. Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Do you have any more?
No.
Okay. That was enjoyable. Did you have anything else you wanted to cover? Because I do have one question. What did Carly say? What'd you say? All right, go. Denzel Washington. You guys. Okay, are you fucking kidding?
Oh, Marin, that was a good one.
No, I know like older people. I don't know
I guess
anyone
that is
young.
True. You don't know like the younger.
Like, I could tell
there's
you,
no
like-
way that you're gonna know this girl. Gracie Abrams.
No.
Gracie Abrams. Singer.
Oh, I like her, but I don't know. Did you have anything else in your notes that you wanted to talk about?
No,
I have
did
one
not
other question
bring-
that I thought of this week.
notes.
You didn't bring notes. Thank you so much for coming prepared.
I'm the one being interviewed.
You know, you're a guest host now. This is now a guesting opportunity, like guest host,
Okay.
co-host.
Okay.
I have something I want to say, but I will say it offline.
Oh.
No, it's not bad.
Oh.
It's just something like I wouldn't say publicly. It's a dig, not at you
Okay.
or anyone we know.
So why?
Because
Okay.
I'm gonna cut this.
Okay.
No, you know what? I'm worried I won't cut it, so I'm just
Okay.
gonna say it after.
Okay.
I have a question for you though.
Hit me.
I thought about this the other week. This week, I caught myself. Do you shave the back of your thighs?
That's so funny that you say that because I was just noticing that I don't have hair here and here.
On the sides?
Yeah, like just on the sides.
I
I
definitely
mean, I'm not.
do.
I really need to shave my legs.
I
I'm
need
not
to shave my legs so badly.
But-
Okay, I do.
like
Your legs are so bad.
so bad, but it's all right there, and yeah, I do.
You shave the back of your thigh.
I shave the whole leg.
the back.
Yeah, I shave the entirety of the leg.
Like you would shave this area.
Mm-hmm. I go sideways.
Do you guys?
Like not well, but yes, I attempt.
I
Once every few months.
caught the back of my thigh the other day. You should see. I think it's baby hair.
I
have-
have seen it.
Oh, you've seen it? You've caught it.
Why did you say anything?
We've talked about this. I feel like
Have we?
yeah, it's
But like
But
I
it's,
don't
like,
want it to then
light
grow
hair.
back like the
it
rest of
doesn't.
my
That's
leg.
a myth.
It's not
It's
a
a
myth.
That is a myth.
It's not a myth.
That is a myth.
It's not
like
a myth.
Shaving your face.
Yeah, but why is your
Doesn't
back
grow.
of your leg hair different than your shin hair? Your shin doesn't know to grow hair differently than the back of your thigh. It's because we
I
don't shave.
my whole leg, so it does. It just is. I don't know what to tell you. It's just that's just how it is. Look, that it still feels the same.
Like soft.
Yeah. Same with here too. Like this feels totally different than this.
How does your body know when hair should stop growing? Like, why do our eyebrows
I
know
don't
to
know.
stop at our eyebrow length and not grow to our head length? Do you ever think about that? Or our
I do,
armpits?
but I don't know why.
Or our legs?
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. Must be.
Do you ever get those
the-
phantom, like,
something.
super long hairs that feel like they come out of nowhere?
Yes, I have one on my arm and I have one right here on my face. Really weird. And then I have one on my boob.
But isn't it weird that
But it's like just,
they're not
oh,
there?
and on my stomach.
I have one on my stomach that
But
yeah.
it's just like the wispiest.
But they're
thinnest-
not there, and then suddenly they're 3 inches long.
Yes.
Does it pop out of our skin overnight, you think?
No. I don't think that's possible.
But how would you not notice it? Mom with her mole.
I wasn't there for that. But that's so
I'm
funny.
going to text Mom to see if I can keep this in. But Mom was freaking out because she felt something on her hair and she thought it was a stitch from
On
her
her face.
facelift. Sorry. She felt something on her face. She thought it was a stitch from her facelift. And she was like, Cameron, you need to look at this. Like, I think I have a rogue
like,
stitch
I'm
coming out of my
falling
facelift.
apart.
And then she was like, it feels like a
My
mole
body
hair,
hurts.
but like whatever. She then realized that the mole that she had on this spot of her face that she's had her whole, like, I don't know, life with a rogue hair got moved because of the facelifts, like when they pull your face out. So she didn't recognize it because it was like 2 inches north of where it normally was. I really hope she lets me keep that in.
So ridiculous.
All right. Well, thank you so much for making this work. I really apologize for the
All
shit show
good.
that I added to everyone's day.
All good.
And I'm so happy to have you on here
I know,
every
I'm
last
so
Friday of the month.
excited.
And I love you.
I'm so excited. Love you.